Good morning to everyone. It's Monday, July 21st, 2014. This is the Great White Capper coming to you this morning via my living room on the beanbag chair. Hopefully you don't mind the casual attitude this morning, but I just wanted to quickly go over the baseball action for today. I'm going to take a quick peek at the standings. Quickly notice the Rays, 5 straight wins. Got themselves within 6 games of 500, 47-53, 7.5 games back of division-leading Baltimore at this moment. Looking down the list, typically what I expect to see, win one, lose one, a lot of that. You did have some sweeps over the weekend. Kansas City got handed their ass by Boston, who are now winners of 4 straight. All of a sudden, that division has tightened up top to bottom. Only 7.5 games separate all 5 teams. Continuing down, let's see. Of noteworthiness, I would have to say, the poor Chicago Cubs, 40-57, got swept at Arizona. It's not bad enough the Cubs basically got rid of their only legitimate starting pitcher in Jeff Samardzija before the All-Star break. Now they just got swept by the team with the worst home record in all of baseball, although now with the 3-game surge by the Diamondbacks, you look up and see that the Texas Rangers stand at 18-30 at home. Either way, the poor Chicago Cubs just getting drilled. 2-8 their last 10, 5 straight losses. Just an abysmal team right now. Any positives to note in the National League? I mean, you can look and see that the Cardinals 7-3 their last 10, playing solid baseball. Even the Mets at 7-3 their last 10, coming off back-to-back losses. So it's a pretty steady mix of competitive baseball. You will have your big pitchers that take care of business, and just wanted to quickly touch down the top 10 and bottom 10 of the pitchers and their money-making potential. I'm just going to call these names off for everyone to know. In spite of getting beat by the Yankees, Simon of the Reds still sits well out in front of Major League Baseball money winners at 12.3 units. I'm going to roll off the rest of the top 10 in order. Number 2, Kazmir. Number 3, Phil Hughes. Number 4, Adam Wainwright. In spite of laying heavy chalk basically every time the guy takes the mound, the team is 15-4 in his 19 starts. Nothing bad you can really say about that. Then you got Richards or Richards, depending on your affluency or connotation of that name. Rick Porcello comes in at number 6. Mark Burley holding tough at number 7, 14-6 in his 20 starts. Are the Blue Jays, Kyle Loesch at 14-6, although his most recent start was abysmal. Cosart rolls in at +7, 11-8 record in his 19 starts, and Kuchel 9-6 in his 15 starts as well, and +7. Kershaw sitting right outside the top 10 in money makers, which is very impressive when you consider the lines and juice he's laying. The Dodgers are 12-3 in his 15 starts, +6.8 units earned. They're the best. Now let's get all the way down to the bottom for the very worst. Some of these guys may not even be throwing much anymore, but at the very bottom of the list, worst pitcher in terms of money-making potential so far this year has been Jake Peavy at -12.6. Right above him, Jeff Samardzija. I mentioned him earlier when talking about the Cubs trading their top player. The teams he's pitched for are only 5-15 in his 20 starts this year. However, obviously this guy's a much better pitcher than that. His whip is almost literally 3/10 of a base runner per 9 innings lower than anybody in the 20 spots around him. So certainly you would expect Samardzija, if he can get decent prices coming in the second half, he should be a good pitcher to look to get money with, as now he's with a much better team. McCarthy, awful. Odorizzi, pathetic. Smiley, not profitable. Chachin, awful. Bolsinger, equally inept. Edwin Jackson, I do believe he is the highest paid player on the Cubs roster, and he, my friends, is pathetic. In addition, up past Edwin Jackson, lost my spot, Matzik, Eovaldi, and Cingrani of the Reds down at the bottom of the list. I guess now we'll turn straight to the actual plays for the day. I'm going to make my top play today is going to be on the Los Angeles Dodgers plus 104 with the Ryu pitching. Just take a quick glance at some stats for you here. Dodgers came off a tough 3-game series against the first place Dodgers, where they did manage to win yesterday. And all 3 games were tight, hotly contested games. Did notice the Cardinals yesterday started taking shots at the 2 best hitters on the Dodgers lineup in Yasiel Puig and Hanley Ramirez. Ramirez got hit on the hand. That was quite scary for the Dodgers. I don't think they really want to lose much power out of their lineup right now. Ryu pitched great. Last time out, it's been 8 days since his last start. Pitched 6 innings, struck out 10 in a 1-0 win against the San Diego Padres. Before that, he didn't make it out of the 3rd inning in Detroit. We know how powerful a hitting lineup the Detroit Tigers are. So I'm not going to hold that one against him. Especially when you try to compare the damage Detroit can do with the bats as to the weaker hitting Pittsburgh lineup. Just like this spot, Dodgers are a competent road team, 30-21, about as equally successful as the Pirates are at home at 32-20. Pirates sending out Edison Volquez. Pirates have won 3 consecutive Edison Volquez starts, including an impressive 9-1 win at St. Louis, where he gave up an earned run, 5 strikeouts in a complete game. What I'm going to go to here is the old mind reversal theory. Basically, Edison Volquez pitched as good a game as he can possibly pitch, in my opinion, against the Cardinals. Basically 11 days ago. He's had plenty of time to think about it. Sure, he probably won't pitch bad tonight, but against the Dodgers, I'm not sure a mediocre effort is going to get it done. I look for Ryu and the Dodgers to come out. So that will be my top bet of the day. Best bet, Los Angeles Dodgers plus 104. The other game I really like tonight, and I'm recommending to everyone to try to get some action on, is Detroit. Verlander at minus 132. A little bit of juice, a little more than I like to lay, but you got several things going for you. First off, I can't overstate how bad a home team Arizona Diamondbacks are. They've been pretty rough. Basically, after this sweep against the Chicago Cubs, they're still 20-31 at home. Abysmal. Only the Texas Rangers posting a worse losing percentage at home. They got Nuno from the Yankees. This guy's been hit and miss, up and down, more inconsistent than consistent. I think the book's pretty much out on this guy, how teams want to face him, how they want to hit him. He pitched on the 13th against San Francisco. At San Francisco, didn't pitch very well that night. They even lost a 2-1 decision on the 8th, his first start with the Arizona Diamondbacks. At home, of course. They always seem to lose at home. Where he pitched well, 7 innings, gave up 3 hits, and just actually gave up no runs. Bullpen choked it away for him, of course. Verlander, highly overpriced most of the season. Finding the going tough, to be honest. 4 runs, 5 runs, 2 runs, barely making it out of the 6th inning in any of his most recent starts. To be honest, I'm looking for Verlander to have a much better second half, and I think with 8 days rest, he's going to have time to get his mind around what went wrong the first half of the year. I know he's had a little problem locating pitches. His strikeout numbers have been way down for a guy that really relies on the strikeouts. He hasn't been walking a ton, so that's kind of helped. His ERA is at 4.88 for him. That's awful compared to his 3.5 ERA for his career. I'm just going to take the first place Tigers to come in and defeat a team on a 3-game winning streak at home that has been not very good at home all year. I like the Tigers as my other level A play for the night. Quickly going to touch on my last 3 plays for the night, all level B plays. I'm going to take Colorado again. I'm going to take a shot with them at plus 132. I know they've lost 5 games straight. They do actually come back home for this game, which I do appreciate. Why I'm having trouble locating the game, I have no idea. It's against the Nationals. Fister, guy has been awesome all year, pretty much. Just a few blemishes, 8-2 record, ERA under 3. Nationals a 500 road team. Colorado, Morales, I will say he's been pitching better also of late. Last 2 outings has given up only 1 run, although he doesn't really pitch deep into games. This is a percentage play. I'm going to try the Rockies at home. Look for them to get off the schneid against the Nationals at plus 132. Next pick, I'm going to take the Texas Rangers, getting huge juice, plus 157 on the road at Yankee Stadium. I'm going to take a stab against Shane Green, who I was on in a couple previous starts, particularly the one against Baltimore, where he pitched 7 innings strong with 9 strikeouts in a 3-0 Baltimore win. Mikolas, I'm certainly not betting on him per se, as he's been pretty roughed up in each of his starts. ERA coming in at 10.05. Certainly, this is a grab play as well. Just expecting Texas to get a win at home. I'll take the 157 juice. Hope the young pitcher struggles a little bit tonight on the mound. And I'm going to take Texas getting as a big underdog. Hope to cash in that one. And then finally, last play for me tonight of my 5-play card will be Seattle with Elias. I like the young guy. A couple other good spot for him against the Mets, who have been a little more successful of late. I'm going to take him against Nice. So I'm going to quickly recap tonight's plays. Dodgers, top play of the night, best bet. Also really like Detroit. My other 3 plays are on Colorado, Texas, and Seattle. I hope everyone has a good night and good luck to everyone with their action. The great Right Capper signing off for Monday.